Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to the League of Dracula. Apologies for the delay. We were told it was going to be 11:30 my time. And then we were told it was 11, and then Mr. Green disappeared. But now here we are, 23 minutes past 11. We're here. We've started. Well, they started a couple of days ago, but that's fine. We can catch up. In the commentary booth with me, as the title suggests, we've got none other than Rossco with me. Hello, Rossco.
Hello, good evening, welcome, yes, back again. This tournament just keeps drawing me back in. The gameplay and the excitement, and I might actually, I've actually stayed to the end of some of these games, so it just shows you how interested and invested I am.
Wow, we are honoured.
I know, I know.
That you'd actually wait until the final. For somebody who preaches, oh, the game doesn't finish until you see the end of game screen. The amount of times you've quit games so early.
That's usually because I'm pissed off at the gameplay, and I'm like, oh, no, why you didn't know? Why would you? Oh, and I'm just like, oh, do you know what? He's dead now. That's it.
Yeah, you're just salty because Dracula's losing. You see, you would stay until the end if the hunters were going to lose. Because you see,
Absolutely.
Dracula's going to lose. I can't see it. I can't watch it.
I know. I can't. It tears a hole in my soul every time.
Oh, anyway.
So we've got, as I was saying there, so just to update those that watch, Sister Aggie's in play, top tier, happy days.
Ooh.
Local Rumours was drawn by Van Helsing, but unsurprisingly revealed Hee Haw. And here we are.
For somebody who wants Dracula to win so much, you've really got a thing for the ally that beats up Dracula the most.
I know. I really, yeah, I know. It's like,
wow, the mental
yeah,
gymnastics you have to perform, mate.
Gold medals all across the top shelf, brother.
Absolutely. Anyway, welcome to everybody in the live stream. Yeah, I know, Met King. Sorry we were late, but we're here now. That's the most important thing. Obviously, I did introduce the players. What am I doing? We've got Aerol. You can see from the title of the video, obviously, but I'll introduce them anyway. We've got Aerol playing as the Hunters, and Mistergreen playing as Dracula. Stake being discarded on good arming. You said local rumours in London, right? And that was obviously negative.
Yep.
No rumour token, which is interesting. Well, we know you always want the Dracula player to win, don't you? So we'll just get that out of the way immediately, won't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I want Hunters to win. I want the win rate to be, a little bit more even. But here's the thing. I actually want Dracula to win as well. Nothing against Aerol personally. Nothing against Aerol at all. And Aerol's been a bit of a tough run over the last. He was doing really well as of the end of the second phase, but has lost every game since then, unfortunately. So I do want to see Aerol win a game and, got the table a bit more. But here's the thing. I'm going to be really selfish. My standing in the
you if Mr. Green wins,
yeah, it benefits me that Mr. Green wins.
There we go. So fickle. So fickle. You talk about me jumping between the two tiers and that. You're like that. Yeah, go and win. Next one. Lose. Yeah, go. Yeah, right. Benefit me.
Yeah, I'm a competitor. Every right.
Exactly.
I have every right to be selfish.
Everyone will be doing the same. Everyone has got their own affinities. It was funny. I was messaging with Aerol in the game before while we were waiting for Mr. Green. I was just asking how he was doing, and he said the same. He said, yeah, he was. He said, yeah, it was going okay. Did good at the beginning. Said tilted a little bit. Need to get back in the groove. So I was like, all right, well, good luck. Let's hope what happens to this one. So
yeah, it was 6-2 after the second phase. Really impressive stuff. And but yeah, unfortunately lost all the games in the fourth phase, and then lost the first game of this phase. Mr. Green, on the other hand, has been on quite the run of form. If Mr. Green wins this, he would have won every single game of this phase.
Very good.
Mental.
Very
crazy
good.
stuff. I mean, this is the Mr. Green we know and love, right? He's, had a little bit of rocky third phase, but now coming back with a vengeance. Geordie's in the chat. Hola. Hola, hola.
Hey, Geordie.
Snuff is in the chat. Hello, Snuff. Welcome, welcome. Snuff is wanting Aerol to win, and also if Pizza Wizard was here, he would probably want Aerol to win as well, because, well, no, Pizza Wizard probably doesn't matter. I think medium buckholts would be the same, but Snuff wants Aerol to win. That's for certain, because of medium buckholts and stuff, so that makes a lot of sense. Oh, and a Rookamania is here as well. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
Rook, good evening. Snuff, good evening. Great to have you guys here. it's great not being involved in the tournament. I can just be impartial and just always follow Dracula. But it's great to hear when you're involved in it, you're constantly referring to the tables. It's like, so if they win and that happens and this goes down, I could potentially get that. It's great, and then you're all of a sudden your allegiance just switches every game. It's so good.
Well, we're also going to do it. The admin, myself and Snuff and JB Philly all decided that once 50% of all the fourth phase games have been played, we will release the updated rankings. So halfway through the phase, then everybody will be able to know where they're at.
Nice.
Fangs of Fire's in the chat. Hello, hello. Captain Gyro's in the chat. Hello. Yeah, no, I called it neutral perspective, and we both want Dracula to win. Third person perspective. Oh, max cylinders. That's potentially good. Oh, no hide.
Nice card. No hide. No hide. No reveal. No papers. No hide scouts. One local rumours on the first day, but nothing for Drac. He's ticking down the trail very nicely. Done the misdirected as normal. They may have a paper that they reveal next day, but nothing to help them so far. Godalming's moved into Munich with Mina, so you'd imagine a cyclic bond tonight. But
psychic bond and probably a trade.
Yeah, as we know, though, is by moving them there, it now leaves Austria and Baltica open as well. So
right. I mean, the good thing is with Munich and Vienna, they're still equidistant to Athens and Varna. So
yes, yeah,
it's not
it's
not too bad. It's not. Yeah, of course. If they only have chartered carriages, then they got a problem.
That's why I'm like, yeah, I must. You're 58 start. I'd be like, because obviously you're on the rail. If you need to get Italy, you can't. Get there further. Not in Germania. Okay.
Just as a quick sort of thing that happened, Mina has escape route and a rifle, but that rifle was actually a heavenly host, so now Godalming has the heavenly host.
Yeah, that's right. She was showing that to begin with. Yeah.
No rumor. Everybody in the chat, I hope you're well. Do you want to quickly get a quick prediction in before we reveal where Dracula is, potentially with newspaper reports? You got like 10 seconds. Get your predictions in. What do you think, Rossco? Go on. Tell me. Where do you think?
Athens. Oh, where he started or where he is?
Where he started.
Athens.
Athens. Okay, I'll go with Barcelona. Come on.
Newspaper. Here we go.
Oh. Okay.
You
were closer. You get the victory. You were closer. much closer. But this is also really interesting because this. Oh.
He's on the move.
He'll get there, but then what happens if Sophia's on the trail? That's interesting. I think Mistergreen started there in his last Dracula game, but he had a hide that time. Oh. I didn't think he was going to go there.
So does that mean you think that Godalming's got fast horse days that he's going to try and jump on Varna tomorrow then?
Maybe, but once if he rolls slow, if you go to Sofia, then you guarantee it. Yeah. But then Sofia could be bats though, or something else.
I guess if he's thinking there's only 3 Drac cards in the discarded, so he might be thinking if that's a hoax, try and catch him out.
You're right. So there's only 3 Dracula cards. God, those early draws were really favourable for Aerol then.
Yeah.
Still had to discard a Speedy Telegraph though. That's a tad.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, there's been no reveal. Well, there was a paper, right? That's one, and there was the local rumours, and that's it. And all the other cards now have been for hunters. So you've got to assume the hunters are stacking some decent event cards on them, right? Especially if, as you say, discarding Speedy Telegraphs. They're all pretty much. If you look at them now, pretty much all of them are fully tooled so quickly. So Drac's got to be careful with this.
I mean, Seward is missing a couple of events, but Van Helsing, Godalming was full. Oh wow, they got Mystic Research. Oh, they're getting even more. Goodness sake.
Here we go. 1 Dracula card and then 5. Yeah, this is bloody hell.
Oh, and it was Seduction as well.
If they haven't got movement, it's not as bad.
Mina,
but yeah, that's a hell. That's a lot.
Mina doesn't have horses, seemingly. Well, Varna might mature, you know. I mean, if you can't get to Varna, you have to use your night supplies before. Because imagine this was a hoax, you lose all those Mystic Research supplies.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So Van Helsing's burnt his Mystic, so he tops up and gets another one.
Yeah, that's 1.
Mina could probably.
Nope.
Have a shot and see what she gets.
Mina's passing.
No, she's not.
If she's got if she's got 3 good events, that makes sense. But you're gonna have to, if you can't get to Varna, you're gonna have to use all the Mystic Research tonight, like the next night coming up. Otherwise, you could just lose them, and then what's the point of that Mystic Research?
Yeah, that's 4 coming up. They have to get rid of. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you've had a good week and you can relax and you've got a good weekend planned ahead.
Indeed. Keep an eye out on the Discord, folks, because probably we'll pass 50% of games played in this phase very soon. Probably not tomorrow, because I think there's only one game tomorrow, but at some point on Sunday, the table will be announced. So you'll see how things have played out. Some people have played a lot of games very like this is Mistergreen's last game. Once he's played this, he can just put his feet up for about a week, or maybe even 2 weeks if he gets into the top 4. Others haven't played yet, just because of timing and stuff. Ooh, there's a second speedy telegraph.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Now he's rule form, so that's interesting. So has he done the Varna, Sofia, Belgrade, 49 and Munich to jump past Mina?
There'll have to be another space in there somewhere. So Bucharest mixed in, maybe?
He hasn't found out. No, he's not there. Okay.
Wow. So Mina went to Zagreb, then just instantly backtrack.
So he may have gone the top line. He may have done Varna, Constanta, Bucharest.
Yep. Wolfholm from Budapest to Prague, maybe?
Yeah.
Unless this Wolfholm is all just, like, what's it called? Like, smokescreen, right? He's Wolfforming, but he doesn't actually need to Wolfform. He's making him feel pressured. Ooh.
He's making the hunters check, though.
Never mind, Varna's going to mature.
I mean, what's in there? We've got Seduction. Only 4 cards, but Seduction's one of them, so...
Right. But if Van Helsing supplies now, that'll be a 5th card.
That'll be a 5th, yeah. You'd imagine he would, because he would just do a night supplies, especially as you say Varna's going to mature.
Oh,
he's moving. Okay.
He's moving, that means he can't use his night supply.
Nope.
Oh.
Well, Godalming needs one, so he'll supply. Then it's down to 3. Maybe 2, and I'll just
well, if you lose 1 night supply, it's not the end of the world.
Sue's got space for... Yeah, he's only got 2 events, so he'll supply.
I'm surprised he didn't supply yesterday, but I think because he railed up, maybe he wanted to get a ticket, try and improve horse economy, which makes sense.
Yeah. And she'll supply to get another event. There we go. Okay. What you burning?
Crucifix.
You know, I don't mind the Crucifix. I like the card. It's a 3-way hit. And it gets discarded relatively quickly, albeit it's not classed as conventional. Well, it's not a conventional weapon. But...
Oh, there you go. There's the hooks.
But having it in your hand, especially as a surprise play, with the 3 damage it can do, is,
Right.
I like it.
Right, doesn't damage the miss. You very rarely see it actually cancel escape as missed, but the fact, it's really good against reckless vampires, because they want to fang, or they want to mesmerize, which is what the card cancels, which is really good. But yeah, it's also very vulnerable to claws, because you don't do any return damage, vulnerable to plotting, and once Dracula knows you've got it, can kind of play around it, unless you do something like if you're holding on to other good stuff, and you can kind of make Dracula worry about fanging, because you got a Crucifix, and then you can play Heavenly Host into it or something.
Yeah, I like that. I like having a Crucifix, a knife, and a rifle is a nice weapon hand to have.
Yeah, you can deal with almost anything that way.
Yeah.
Probably better than Garlic,
and
even though it doesn't block the strength.
It also allows hunters to counter the current meta about punch, and mesmerize being played first. That they can play punch, and then they can play that to cancel a second mes.
That's true.
Okay, right. Okay.
Is that Emmanuel Hildesheim?
Oh, has he been that lucky with those small amount of cards?
Fang's asking, would the hunters know that it's seduction? Oh, if Dracula picks seduction because it got discarded face up. That's a good question. That was a bug that got reported, but I don't know, because there's so many things in the Immortal update. I don't know if that got fixed. That's a very good question. I guess we'll know. I mean, it has to be a really crap hand. I mean, seduction can be good, but the problem is the minute the hunters know that you've got seduction, Mina will just never search anything.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, it's face down.
It does say as well in the hopes that secretly choose one to place in your hand and shuffle the rest. So, regardless if seduction was being shown or not, the hopes would automatically put it in your
Right.
card into your
Right. No,
deck without it being shown.
right. I completely agree with you. It's just because we had a case with the digital edition where face up Dracula cards, if they ended up in Dracula's hand somehow, would be revealed for some reason, and
right,
that's not canon. That's
no, not at all.
Second hoax. Could it be a second hoax in a row? I mean, possibly. The problem is, if you mature 2 hoaxes in a row, you don't actually get that much benefit because it's very unlikely. I mean, in this case, there is actually a Dracula card in there. But normally, the hunters would be moving and not supplying. Normally. So, you wouldn't get actually much benefit from the second hoax. You may want to try to layer it and hope it'll mature later.
Later, yeah.
I mean, at the same time...
No rumor token played.
No, at the same time, he hasn't really needed to, I suppose.
He's not, and he's done that Wolf. He's done, I don't know. No, and there's no. He is in Germania. Very nice.
Oh,
I think you're right. He's done the Prague, perhaps, and gone up to Berlin.
He's down in Berlin or in Nuremberg, but given the proximity of the 2 hunters, then Berlin, good psychic scan then. But they got to look at this trail though. Gadami can't deal with it. He's so far away, even with horses. And he rolled slow. He had horses. I don't understand. He used Sense of Emergency to get all the way to Valona. Dracula wasn't there. Went to Athens. You could have tried to roll to get into Varna. You would have stopped the hoax.
Yeah.
Waiting for an encounter. Oh, he's layering it. Boo!
Boo! That's what happens, but that's Aerol's gameplay, though. We know he does that. He will quite happily sacrifice the trail if he thinks he can jump on Dracula and do some damage. We've seen that before. And as he said himself, by his own admission, his success-fail rate is pretty much 50-50. But yeah, he will quite happily think. And to be fair, there's no rumor token. So if there's a time you're going to do it, it's when there isn't a rumor token down because you're thinking there's not going to be a vamp without one. So, maybe that makes you allude to the fact that has Gadami got Heroic Leap and was he open to jump on him, do some damage?
Possibly.
And then, the others jump in. So that's something. The hunters have got good cards in their hands because, they're starting to discard stuff that's decent anyway. So, Drac will need to watch. But he's not been revealed. He's roved. He's in Germania. He could be in Hamburg now.
But what happens in case of like this trail? Okay, if there's a vampire, I don't think Mistergreen would mature a vampire at this stage. Ones of this trail are things like spy and then bodyguards, and wolves wouldn't be so effective. But imagine we got like double spy thrown in here and bodyguards and stuff, right? You then got few issues. Like if those hunters start getting chipped away, even if they are closing in on Dracula, if they get weakened without Mystic Research, they can't supply sort of on the move, like the way I describe it, where you move and then at night you supply. Can't do that.
Nope. And again, we've seen that before. If he can manage to get a couple of bodyguards mature, even one matured, stick that in the ally, and if he could have double. He hasn't had a hide yet, but she'll find him now. Yeah, Berlin. A mob, and then something else, and then he lands on someone else, and as we said, it's mob. They don't have time to heal at night. They move the next day. They get hit by rats, and hang on, there's a spy.
Pretty good. She has an escape route. So it's not as if Dracula's gonna be like, oh, I can take stuff off her, but then still she's down an item.
And what would she reveal? She'll have to reveal what her other item. A knife. Okay, well that's good. That's good information for Drac.
So she must have something better than that. So she must have another knife or a Heavenly Host. That's the only possibility, I'd imagine.
Yeah. 10 items left in the item deck for the hunters.
All the holy bullets, but only 1 stake.
Yeah, there's not many. Yeah, there's not much dross in the discard. It's what you'd expect, bar that one, as you say. So yeah, they're holding on. So I quite like that. Drac's got his trail. He's got his Dracula card. The hunters have got theirs. So yeah, pretty evenly laid out now.
Snuff. did you retract your message, or did like YouTube like auto mod like retract your message? Given that it says retracted and not like deleted or removed, makes me think you must have retracted it. But you just said nuke him in terms of like using CG nuke, which he could have done in Berlin. But maybe they didn't. I mean, maybe he drew devilish power, or maybe the Hunters don't have CG.
YouTube's probably taken it out because he said nuke. You know what these fuckers are like.
No Heavenly Host in discard though, so you know, a CG nuke would definitely be on the table. If the items
10 cards still left in the item. They haven't been supplying. They've been moving. So,
but you can easily just draw them all first week though. That's the thing, right?
yeah.
My guess would be based upon their movement. There's more likely to be horses trapped in here rather than. Okay,
yeah, they're not moving.
You retracted the message, Snuff. That's okay. Oh, don't worry, Snuff. If you send the message too late, don't worry about it. We won't judge you for that. Yeah, Mina revealing the knife is kind of a good get there. Given the fact that she was revealing a rifle anyway, then the chances of her having something better like a knife is quite likely, but the fact now you know it is good. And that knife's always going to be revealed now. That's the thing. Even if she supplies something else. The knife will
And she's an anti-escapist bat item down now as well.
Yes. Yes. That's definitely true. Given she's holding on an escape route, she'll probably won't want to try and fight Dracula. She might just try and escape and wait for a better opportunity.
Yeah, that's the problem. You've got that escape route. You're like, you're going to get nothing out of it. Unless she lands on him and is a vampire first, and she decides whether she wants to escape that or escape the Dracula fight. But yeah, once she's got that, you're like, I think he's in Hamburg and he'll probably go to sea now. There's no Rufus. There's that trail, which could be anything. Although the way Aerol's moving, he's probably now he's going to be moving into all. If he let the 4 just go, which he may well do, he's only got effectively 1 guard to chase on the current trail, and then he can just get the hunters set up to land whenever Dracula does.
Oh, he matured a vamp. I'm really surprised. Only for 3 points. Maybe the things after it weren't worth maturing.
Yeah. I mean, there could have been delays just to make the hoax mature. There could have been like a saboteur,
Right.
I mean, you just got to just burn it.
So he went Varna, Sofia, which is now a layer, Belgrade, Szeged, and then it was the.
He must have wolfed.
Three after Belgrade got wiped. So Szeged, Budapest, Wolfholm to Prague, Berlin. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, good point with Pizza Wizard. Right. The Wolfholm's retrieved, which is kind of a good point. Yes, that's probably the reason why I want to mature it. Oh, Pizza Wizard. Hi, Pizza Wizard. Top tier commentator. Rossco, not me, obviously. So, there's a lot of love for you. Team Mistergreen, says Pizza Wizard. Yeah, I guess for you, it probably doesn't matter. You probably benefit in terms of medium buckholds if either of these players win. I'm just saying, you two, if Mistergreen wins this, he's equal on wins with both of you. I know that this is his 4th game and you have games in hand, but still, no pressure, eh? Just watch yourselves. maybe you want Aerol to win. Gotta be careful now. Careful what you wish for. Mr. Green's been on a very good run of form.
Or, well, you know what champions do? They don't rely on what other people are up to. They just play their own game and they back themselves. So maybe that's what they're kind of looking at, going, you know what? I'll do this myself and let the others play as they are. Not everyone's got sort of kind of relying on everyone else around them to help them. Just saying, Jordy, you know what I'm saying about the tag teams event. So,
excuse me. And who's top of the league right now?
I don't know. I've not checked. Pizza Wizard, Snuff.
No, but that was at the end of phase 3. I think there's been updates. The actual table right now. The current table might say otherwise.
Let me think. Hamburg, nope, don't do that. So yeah, all of a sudden, one fell swoop. Dracula gets 3 points. The trail's gone. He's at sea, and now the hunters are pretty central again.
Yeah.
I don't know who that's more favourable for. Hunters, I would say.
I'd probably say hunters if they've got. It depends on what all these events are. Obviously, we're kind of running blind a little bit, but we're having to make assumptions that these events are good. If the hunters can acquire enough movement quickly, and maybe have something like a hypnosis ready to go, so that as soon as he lands, boom, hit it with a hypnosis, and then you can charge in the right direction. The problem is you have no speedy telegraph. That's the issue. So you can't combine speedy telegraph with hypnosis. So you lose a turn. Money trail would be great. But depending on where Mistergreen goes, Money Trail might not be as useful. It just depends. Especially if he sticks around Britannica. If they have something like that ready to go and they get the movement sort of set up, yeah, I would probably actually prefer to be the Hunter player in this situation. You only give up 3 points. If it was a Rumor token, that's a different story. Kind of, going back to the game earlier, spoilers for anybody who maybe didn't see it, between myself and Pizza Wizard, when you get a Dracula player who manages to mature a Rumor token really early, it does still put a lot of pressure on. I know there are a lot of people in the community, or there are some people in the community who maybe don't favor the early Rumor tokens for various reasons, and I understand why. But still, like, giving up those 7 points early can put quite a sort of psychological effect on the Hunter player in terms of like, oh crap, I can't let anything mature now. Even if it's a 4-point vampire, because then Dracula just has to land and play safe and they win, easily 4th week. So, but in a case like this, where it's only, even if they have been supplying a lot, but here's only 3 points of influence. I don't know if that's really worth it. The trail probably didn't actually work out as well for Mistergreen as it could have done.
Yeah, I think he was probably hoping to draw the hunters further into the east, and then he would circumnavigate and get away. Pizza was made the right thing though, because the worst case or best case scenario for that was get the 3 points and the rule forms back. So when he lands from sea, he's got the rule form back now, which opens up his opportunity a lot more. So when he could be in the English Channel now, from there he can rule form into France or into the UK. So yeah, it's kind of making the most of what he had, and again, it depends what the other events he had laid down. If the hunters aren't jumping, although he has used 2 spies, so it depends what they were that was jumping. It maybe a bat. I mean, you'd hate it if you had to burn a bat.
Yeah.
But they don't go anywhere near it. There's nothing worse that. Oh, chartered carriage, right? Okay.
Oh, that's bold. Well, to get down to Marseille, I probably don't mind that, because Marseille's quite a nice little location to be in at this point of the game.
Yeah, and you're going to try and get to the coast, blocking it, because he's either North Atlantic or the English Channel right now, so he's going to get the hunters ready.
Oh, sorry, but Marseille's well connected, right? Easy to get to Bordeaux, easy to get to Le Havre, so I don't mind that move.
It also means that it kind of limits Dracula's rule form options now if he does try and rule form from the North Atlantic, because wherever he goes, either Hunter, bar unless he does a Santander move, either Hunter, Gdarin or Seward can jump on him effectively. So all of a sudden, that's been ruled out. If you're in the North Atlantic, what you do, rule form to Dublin, or you have to go third sea anyway. Yeah, it's a bit.
And the thing's like, even if you do go to Santander, sure, the Hunters, they could jump on you in one day with renewed vigor, but even if they don't, then they can jump on you the next day. I know South Atlantic's free, but you feel really bad having to wolf form and land and then instantly go to sea again.
I know. Yeah, that free damage is just no.
And just the lack of encounters as well, right? The damage is definitely important, but just the lack of encounters, there's no trail, it's easy to deal with. Hunters just send one hunter to deal with it, the rest resupply. If the hunters have find Dracula cards, like the Hypnosis, like a money trail, they're in a good position. If they don't have those things, then I don't think the wolf form's relevant. If they have something really powerful like a Hypnosis, I don't think the wolf form is really important.
I mean, he may well have drawn Devilish Power for his card, in which case CG is less of an issue for him, unless, of course, you play it where you don't place the CG on the counter that he needs to move. You stick with Heavily Host, in which case it's irrelevant. So, you might be playing that move.
Or you do something like Snuff did, where you put CG token and Heavenly Host token stacked on the same city, so that even if you remove one with Devilish Power, the Heavenly Host is still remaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pizza Wizard's right. Yeah, the game that we played earlier, not to toot our own horns, but yeah, the game was very good, and there are 3 perspectives: my own, Pizza Wizard's, and Fangs of Fire did neutral perspective. So yeah, lots to choose from.
Oh yeah, while you're here, Pizza Wizard, I rushed back home and I told you guys to roll slow so I could come back. And I thought I'll watch the game, I'll commit to it, so I don't cultivate the reputation that I jump out of things early. Despite what you asked my exes. Anyway, I jump back, I jump on 5 minutes, and that's it. You're there getting your arse kicked by 300s, and I had to leave early, my friend. I couldn't just stay and watch that damage. So the time I do, you let me down.
Oh, look at that. Honestly, Pizza
The
Wizard.
thing, the things I do for you people. Right. So anyway, right, we've landed.
Sort
Okay,
yourself out.
so English channel, I would guess, gives them more options.
Yeah, drag the hunters into Britannica, cause issues. Now you can start throwing down rumor tokens. But I think not many stakes have been discarded, right? There's
Now,
one
what
stake
makes
been discarded.
because he got his card, he's headed north and gone to sea and now landed. He may well have summoned storms, and he's going to go to the UK, try and hope get them all in, and then jump out and trap them there.
That's a
The only difference,
possibility.
the only problem with that is though that you're effectively containing them, that they've got nothing to do but clear the trail, and then all Dracula's doing is getting a bit of distance and laying down another trail. But once one of the oceans go, they can just start moving again. So I don't know if that would be. He may have done Santan. Oh well, we'll soon find out.
Well, there's the money trail. So it was English
Yeah,
Channel.
English Channel. Yeah,
But
he
yeah,
does that.
you have to use it because don't want to dash over to Britannica that's suddenly at Santander, right? So
Yeah, yeah. No, that's fine. He's gone there, so he's rule formed. So yeah, I'd imagine just for the fear of CGs, probably done the rule form at 52.
No, we got Agatha in play, Peter Wizard, not Rufus Smith. Oh dear, Peter Wizard's extremely offended that you left the game early. I saw you leave before the game ended. Still hurts every time. It gives you an incomplete view of all the events. I'm just saying.
Listen, mate, I tell you, had I caught the game from the beginning, I would have been invested until the end. But because I jumped in and it was literally, I thought, right, there's only been an hour and 10 go. I thought, great, I'll probably catch like last week. And I came in, I'm like, oh, he's getting his head stomped by 200. Oh, right, okay. And I stayed. I thought, you know what, Pizza Wizard, if anyone's going to do it, especially with Scott Sword combat inadequacies, I thought he could do this. And I held all the hope in the world for it, but unfortunately, it was
Excuse
just
me.
too
Excuse me.
overwhelmed.
That's outrageous slander, by the way.
It's not slander when it's true, because look at your previous combat. It's all in history. It's all detailed in your videos.
Excuse me. I've played combat really well the last 3 games. Thank you very much.
The last 3 out of the last 624 I've played.
It's personal growth. It's trending in the right direction.
Every way, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better.
You said it, not me.
Yeah. And you're the one that said, oh, I'm terrible at combat. So, yeah, by your own admission, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I can be self-deprecating. That doesn't mean the rest of you can be deprecating towards me.
Just plead the fifth. Just plead the fifth. That's fine.
Yeah. What's it? I mean, the lack of Rufus is kind of helping out Dracula here because he can also feed a bit before leaving. I guess it depends how quickly can these hunters get over here.
He's gone Santa. I mean, there's going to be a psychic bond with Mina. That's fine. That makes sense. He's either got, if he's not revealed, he's either got to be in Santander or UK.
Well, Santander is impossible. Okay. It wasn't North Atlantic. So.
Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. No, English Channel. That's right. So yeah, okay, UK. Right. Okay.
So we know it's Manchester or Swansea. Probably Swansea to be safe from consecrated ground, unless it was a fake wolf form to try to trick them. The fact he's feeding immediately makes you think that's not the case.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, they have got good cards.
I don't know.
I don't know where I pull the trigger now, though, unless Van Helsing has got excellent weather.
Oh, but if you use horses, you can't use excellent weather as well.
No, and you got a slow. Oh, yeah, okay. Well,
that's okay. He didn't need a fast horse. I mean, well, if Van Helsing has excellent weather and a good rail ticket, he could block Liverpool today.
Yeah.
And that will make Dracula have to go to sea immediately, because he'll risk another renewed vigor and they jump on him tomorrow. And if they get a really good fight in, they've only got one encounter to deal with. Oh wow, that's unfortunate. Look, well, okay. So yeah, I agree with Pizza Wizard. Yeah, on you go.
No, I was going to ask that evil presence though. If Drac had done a fake rule from us in London, that would have, or Plymouth, that would have showed because Godalming's in the English Channel.
Right, I completely agree. Yeah. Oh,
so we know now that we kind of. Oh, you couldn't get there.
Oh, he didn't go to Liverpool. I mean, I guess you checked Manchester just on the off chance, but oh man, Manchester would be a horrible move because North Sea's not going to come off the trail for ages.
No.
Well, not
no,
ages.
Exactly.
It's shorter than. I mean, thank goodness for the Immortal update. It's not as bad as it would have been. Oh, you could have blocked Liverpool and you just would have created. Yeah, I agree. You better choose Renewed Vigor to excellent weather across and then move, or when you're in the sea, because then you can land and then jump across. Oh, she's holding a knife. Good grief.
Okay.
Oh, she has another knife. That's why. Oh man, that's so unfortunate. I would have railed to Liverpool. Because you've put you put Dracula in such a difficult position. Does Dracula try to hide on this spot and risk another Renewed Vigor, and you jump in on him and fall?
You might have had a 1-1, mate. You might not have had the ticket to get down there.
Oh, but that's then slightly poor. He only has one ticket. Why has he only got one ticket?
Maybe he's got a white one.
Well then,
so you have to walk to Manchester.
So then, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you just then? I don't know what you did on the previous night turn, but then wouldn't you then pick up a ticket?
Yeah.
Because you know you're going to do this play.
Yeah.
Maybe there was something I missed. I have to go and watch the commentary back. Maybe there was a really important trade they had to do.
Now, depending on the card Dracula has, he could then expedite the oceans as well if he's got a darkness or something. So he may well do what he can, leave, go to Ireland, and then burn the card to actually then get. I mean, North Atlantic's open, so he can still jump to.
Right. Yeah. Or
it's a bit of a waste, but if he's trapped, which he may well be.
Right.
So that'll drop off there. I mean, the good thing is, what's he doing with the layers? Nothing. Right, okay, he's only got one. Yeah, he's got that one hidden in Baltica, and that's it. So, Hamburg and Berlin would be good to layer, because if he does want to go back to the oceans and jump back to Germany, start doubling them up, it's not a bad idea.
Right.
And he's got to watch. Aggies in play, so he's got to watch. He doesn't want to get into a fight.
No, and all it takes is I would presume this is a vamp, because we haven't seen many others, and he'd want to try and throw down a Rumour Token Vamp, at least one Rumour Token Vamp in Britannica. If Dracula can only lay down one proper encounter here before he has to get forced back to sea, that's a huge win for the Hunters, I'd say. As long as they don't overcommit to this.
Yeah, that one stake, so when you got to, even if it's a vamp though, one stake discarded, so you got to guess they're going to be tooled up with the wood, and then, if you fog, all right, you might delay one, but then what else? The others can just then relocate and come back. Yeah.
And Mistergreen.
I mean, I think I would go to Liverpool now anyway. He's given the option. Or hide in Swansea and try and double up.
You'd move Dracula into Liverpool?
Yeah. I think I would. Or do a hide in. What would you go to see now?
Oh, going to see now feels awful.
Yeah.
But the problem is, because he didn't Rumour Token this initial thing, if he goes into Liverpool, he can only Rumour Token one of the two things.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Pizza Wizard is questioning your tooled up with the wood comment. Ooh, now that's decent. Now that's a good.
Fuck your layers. I've got hidden schemes.
That's a good. Shame it's not Unearthly Swiftness or something, but hey, if only he'd rumoured that initially, because he could have gone into Liverpool now and throw down two. You could have 3 Rumour tokened basically encounters. Oh. Good use of wax cylinders.
Now, Swansea's difficult to jump on. That's 3 events they're going to have to deal with.
Could it be triple vampire, do you think?
Oh, stop it. Don't tease me like this.
Hey, why not? It makes
Yeah,
it
yeah,
really
no, exactly. Don't tease me like this.
Makes it really difficult. Even if they got 1 stake, you stake 1, then you have to then fight 2 more vampires at night.
Oh, yeah. And that's just on Swansea. That'd be brilliant. Yeah, exactly. Just jump on there, hit him with a hide. Yeah, he's got to go to sea now, unfortunately. I mean, all right, fair. Right, oh, yeah, okay, he's going to check. Deduction, that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Show us what you've got.
Yep. Double vampire.
Yeah. Nice.
So it could be combined with fog.
Yeah.
But then imagine you got another one with it.
Yeah.
As Pizza Wizard, we bow to your wisdom, Pizza Wizard. 3 vampires would indeed be more than 2. Well, we won't know until they jump in what the high card is.
That's the kind of logic you just can't argue with.
No. That's why he's reigning world champion right there.
That's it. That's the American education system right there. Math, as they call it.
Swansea the powder keg.
So, not a renewed... You'd imagine if they had renewed... Well, maybe not, actually, because of what they've revealed. They may well not have pulled the trigger there, because only 2 would have got it. As you say, Fog was there, he delayed them. So, yeah, they may still have another one hanging about.
Right. I mean, maybe they didn't want to play Renewed Vigor because maybe Van Helsing picked up a bad rail ticket, but then he could have used his first Renewed Vigor action to try and get a better one. But still, jumping into 3 things, that's really risky. Even with 2 hunters, if you get beaten up enough, Van Helsing could die.
Yeah. And now look, the oceans have come back. North Atlantic's going to come back on. English Channel's going to come back on. So that that's... Yeah.
Right. So the question is, who deals with Swansea? I mean, I think Geordie's saying in the chat, Van Helsing shouldn't enter there. I'd probably agree, because he could just die on the spot.
Yeah.
So I think Godalming going in makes the most sense.
Godalming's only got 1 event card, though.
I don't think that matters. I don't think that matters. So... The issue with Godalming is he was not on a big set. He must have something decent. Otherwise, Godalming would just keep supplying to try and maybe get double stake.
He's got horses.
Oh, man. That's not ideal.
So I don't know. No, and he's got 2 vamps, so all of a sudden, unless, well, he might not have a stake, but all of a sudden, you can do at least, see if you even get 4 damage in the day fight, that would be ideal, just to bring it down.
Well, the thing is, you only need 1 stake, really, right?
Right. Okay, fine.
Well, that's another way to do it, right? Because you could team up on the new vampire, right? Van Helsing and Godalming could team up on it. But if he's lucky fighting, imagine now he picks up 2 stake. I bet he has double stake.
But then if the hide is a fog, like you said, and he clicks back in, then...
Doesn't matter. He has enough time to deal with them. If it was 1 day later, he'd have problems. But you can still take them at night. If he's picked up double stake, this is fine. It's guaranteed. Regardless of how much damage he takes here. So yeah, Van Helsing could probably just leave. If Van Helsing leaves, that tells you he's got 2 stakes. What did you discard with Lucky Find? Mate, there are 2 horses in the discard pile. The Lucky Find was 2 horses, a rifle, and a holy circle, and he had to discard his rifle. Watch the peanut gallery go mental.
This is just a crazy shit, huh? 2 fast horses, 2 rifles. I think the guy got loco.
Snuff is just screaming in the chat. Don't take the heavenly host, take the stake.
Oh, well, okay, that's right.
Yeah,
okay,
Lucky Find. And the problem is, the deck's reset now. So these horses are stuck in the discard pile forever. Oh no.
That helps movement for Drac.
They have emojis in the chat. Thanks, people. Oh, he only ambushed with 1 of the vampires. Fascinating. That's an interesting move from. He didn't want to try and get points with the Reckless. Geordie's saying probably Fog. Godalming search at night and eats the fog. True, but the good thing is when you do that, you can choose the encounter order. So he could stake both the vampires, and then just gets hit by fog last. I don't think it even matters anyway because you've activated the search function, so you should then be able to carry out the other searches. But just to be sure, just stake the 2 vampires, then eat the fog. It's fine. It's not a problem. If it is another vampire, who cares? It's Godalming. He'll probably live unless you do something ridiculously crazy. The lack of horses, though, is massive, by the way. Especially since now...
What does everyone do now? All you fast horse fans, what do you do now? It's like, oh, Sense Emergency's been burnt, Chartered Carriage. Was Chartered Carriage or was that another game? It might be another game. Oh no, Chartered Carriage, yes, Stuart went down to Marseille. So you've burnt Sense Emergency, you've burnt Chartered Carriage. Your tickets now, everyone, you want to try and get Drac as far, there's a stake, as far as you can away for the rail line.
That's only 1 stake. He only has 1 stake.
Good.
That's massive.
So you want to take, I would take out the Reckless then, obviously, and then leave the new.
So, yeah. I don't know. Oh, I don't know about that.
Take out the new. Okay.
Oh.
Oh well.
That's why. Oh, and a mob. That's fine. No fog.
Imagine though. Imagine if that hide card was a bodyguard, so he's down to 1 health.
Yes. Yeah. Very, very fortunate he finished on that combat with exactly 11 health. If he'd lost even 2 health, he'd be in so much trouble here. Or wolves. Wolves would have been just as bad.
Yeah.
If he was down 2 more damage, rats would have killed him. But look, hey, the Hunters have dealt with this. That's the Dracula card gone, a Rumour token gone. I know there are 2 more in the bank, but still. So in that sense, Hunters have done very well. Van Helsing's still sitting here, which I don't really like, but is what it is. But yeah, the movement is now going to be the critical aspect of this game. Has Mistergreen clocked this? And can he now take advantage of it?
I'd imagine he would have, yeah.
We've had 1 chartered carriage, and we've had a sense of emergency so far as well. Ugh. If those cards were still in hand, Hunters can still get about with a good timing and, hired scouts or something. They could jump on drag, but yeah, this is going to be tough.
Well, that's the thing as well. That's what I was saying, yeah, because Sense Emergency was burnt to try and get Godalming to deal with Varna, and he didn't. So you could argue that he's just burnt that with no real outcome. Chartered Carriage down to Marseille made sense, which is fine. But then, yeah, like you say now, what are they going to do? What's, these, all the fans would be like, right, we just have to move around. The problem is, you want that to happen when you're on the east, because then you've got so many areas you can get to that are just 1 track. Whereas if they just pop up on the rail tickets now, but then if they've been managing their tickets for host economy, I mean, it won't take long to change it, but now all of a sudden they'll be like, right, get rid of the 1s and try and get 2s, so they could still be delayed in their movement.
But the thing is, though, because they're in the, as you rightly pointed out, on the western side of the board, even if they're holding on to a 2-1 ticket, you can still move 2 spaces.
Yeah.
The 2 white. The whites are so powerful. Oh, no scouts either. What is happening with the scouts today? The scouts are on strike. I had no scouts in my
nothing
game.
Bar that newspaper is the only reveal card that's been out so far for that. Well, Evil Presence, but that's been it.
Yeah, local rumours, but they're you can't control them as much.
No. So no scouts, 1 newspaper.
Harker and discard, but it was drawn at a time where it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But I mean, Fang's made a good point. If the Huns are able to supply a little bit, they might manage to pull a scout. I mean, the thing is, like, Dracula's going to have to go to sea again. Unless he goes to Ireland. But then it's very telegraphed where he is, right? Oh, never mind. He's in Ireland.
One of the risks is CG.
Yeah, that's a massive risk. He would be
because
down...
they haven't burnt... they haven't burnt any...
4 health.
They've burnt no heavenly hosts. So one has to assume that they've all got one, because that deck reset with the cards they have. So yeah, if they've got a CG, that could that's Galway blocked, Dublin.
But the problem is Dublin still has to be dealt with because when the trail
Yeah,
resets, the Dublin thing will still remain there, and they've actually spent a
correct.
stake on Swansea that maybe in the end they didn't need. They didn't need to spend if CG
I
just
like
wipes the
that.
trail for you.
I like Mistergreen's belligerence there. CG be damned. Quite right. Fury of Dracula. Sick of these hunters fearing Drac, and he's getting all anxiety, stress levels because he's worried about CG all the time. No, 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 no. Drac, you're the hero of the game, so they play on your terms, boy. That's what I say to it.
Mm-hmm. All these supplies makes you think he's got CG, or maybe he's just desperate to dig for it. He doesn't have much trail to lose, but the thing is, like, he's on 11, so he'll be down 5 more health, so 6. And he has to go into Irish Sea, so he'll be on 4 health in Irish Sea. He won't be able to return to Ireland. You have to move in again, 3 health.
Yeah. Well,
suddenly maybe movement doesn't matter. Maybe if they can just jump on him, then that's a dead Dracula. They'll have to stay. He can't stay off the rail lines forever.
I don't like this delay.
Oh,
I don't like the trade. Right? Okay.
nah. I doubt Mina has it.
Is he trading because then she can use it and they've all got the heavenly host available? I mean, overkill. You don't need that many.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's holding heavenly host and CG. As long as the heavenly host is split up. Nah, doesn't have it.
Okay.
Oh, he got away with that one. Bloody hellfire.
Nice one. Fortune favours the brave. Well done, Mr. G.
That was a huge risk, and he's got away with it.
Well, lucky you. Well, yeah. I mean, yes, I guess. The thing is, Aerol knew obviously what he had, and CG and Mistergreen just. And you know, we keep debating that, and I do think that's the right way to play. Dracula has to play his game as he can, without the hindrance of. Okay, you've got to be considerate of CG, but you cannot let it dictate your play in every move. You think, if I do this, what if CG's played? You play the game, and that's it. There's a chance that there's only one of them in the deck, so yes, they can have it, or they might not. But in the meantime, as you said, what he's done now is he's got a nice little trail on the island they've got to get to. Excellent weather's been used, you know. So yeah.
And also the fact, like, Peter Wizard's pointing out, like, now he knows they don't have it. I mean, now they could draw it, to be fair. But
or they're but if they had it, they would have played it. It's not a location for them to say,
right,
let's not play it and make him think, make him land in a better situation. You would have thrown it down then. So
yeah, even though it doesn't kill Dracula, it's still it takes up so much of his HP, and it really limits what he's able to do for the rest of the game. Whereas now Dracula's like, okay, I'm on 11 health. I'm gonna have to leave Ireland now because I can't hide, can't feed, but I've left 2 things they have to go and deal with, and that's time that they're going to have to spend over there.
Yeah, you would take that. You would take that. Yeah, because even if CG had kicked in, arguably he would have got his rule form back and his feedback. But as you say, he'd go to C. He'd have drained his health from C that he wouldn't have time to feed anyway. So that's the better outcome. And now he's safe. Even if they draw it now, they're not going to use it. He'll just go to North Atlantic. Rule form back. He has got his layers in Northern Germany. Yep. So.
Peter was asking in chat, I would balance Rossco's point of view with what your other options are. Don't call them out having CG for the fun of it. Well, I mean, I guess, so the other option is, if you don't play this really risky, I assume you mean going to Ireland, if you don't play this really risky move, you're going to have to go North Atlantic. Okay, there's another seat space. You still wouldn't have wolf form back. So you're not going to really land, because you've got a risk of getting jumped on in Bordeaux or none. So you're going to have to move another seat space. So the problem is then you're just giving the hunters a little bit more time to keep supplying, and they might... I mean, the horses aren't going to come back, but they will be closer to coming back. But then they might just pick up some more events like chartered carriages instead of emergencies, which help them. Hypnosis. Then find CG. So I think... I mean, in the end, the hunters just stayed and supplied anyway. I guess he's going to send Van Helsing over to pick up a stake and do that. So they're supplying anyway. But I like the idea they've been supplying, but he's thrown down 2 extra encounters they have to go and deal with. And if Van Helsing have to travel by sea, he can't play some of the events as easily, depending on what the events are. Renewed Vigors and stuff you can. Can't trade if you're at sea.
The other issue, though, for Drac is currently, because Mina and Suid are in France where they are, they're still equidistant from if he lands North Atlantic or North Sea. They can get either or relatively quickly. He hasn't managed to, coax them all onto the UK, and the two of them are pretty. Suid's obviously arguably the strongest with what he has, but no Rufus. So I mean, Drac could go to the Mediterranean, and then he's got feedback and various others. So.
Right. So I think so. I mean, Peter was trying to play devil's advocate, but it makes sense, right? If the hunters have CG, it is almost certain you lose the game because you're just going to be so hamstrung by the amount of damage you're going to take. They still have to do the rumor token, which is still something, but they're probably very likely to supply a stake and move across in good time to deal with that. So I guess the question is, do you take a game-ending risk at this stage? But if you get away with it, then you most likely you win the game. And we were talking about it before, like with other things. When do you take the risk? I mean, this is quite late. It's Thursday week 3. If this was Thursday week 2, then maybe you go, well, there's more time. Maybe you could do it. But then maybe you might argue the opposite. Well, it's actually quite late. So even if Dracula has little health, he might be able to run around for maybe 5 turns on that little health and get away with it. Whereas if it was a full 2 weeks he had to go, that's more of a challenge then. I don't know. It's a very tricky one. The deck was only, well, with the hoax, but sure, it was only like halfway through. So maybe you just play the odds, right? There'll be other times where the odds don't work. I had the game against Mistergreen when he was hunting me. I went to Ireland because I'm going to have to take a bit of a risk here. But if he's obtained all the really strong cards, I'm absolutely fucked. And I got screwed over just because he had all the good stuff and he played them really well. It's like, okay, I took a risk and it cost me the game hugely. But then what's the other option that you take? I can't remember what game it was we were watching. Was it when we were watching it? Where there was a player who decided to take the less risky option, but in the end it actually worked out being the worst option because the Huns were just able to resupply and reposition in a way that made it. Or I think it was the Fangs of Fire Skybreaker game, maybe, where there was a landing opportunity in Valona. Dracula didn't take it because there was a risk of Godalming and excellent weather getting jumped on. Kept moving by sea, but then it meant that the Huns were able to reposition and get so far ahead of him that then Dracula was just boxed into a corner late rather than taking the risk early. So it's really tricky. In a case like this where you see that the Huns have restricted movement, maybe you don't need to take that risk. Maybe you think, I'm going to just play safe, move 2 more seas, then wolf form. Is it North Sea? Is it South Atlantic? Is it English Channel? Then you're giving them more questions. Maybe that was the right decision. But hey, Mistergreen got away with it. So, from his perspective, he made the right decision. But maybe in many other games it might not work.
And I think I always like that the way it's like you're going out on your own terms. Because the later in the game, there's just always that risk that if they do have it, and then all of a sudden you see it getting thrown down, and you're like, oh, right, okay. And if that doesn't kill you, the 3-on-1 will or whatever, and you're like, oh, right, well, that's that. Where it's more like, I mean, it was just my stubbornness, but I've done the ones where rather than die with a hunter, I'll just go to sea with 2 health and die. It was like, finish the game like the end of Terminator 2, instead of a thumbs up, it's just Dracula's middle finger as he falls into the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was going to say that's a point for Dracula, but that's not a point. Peter, was it losing in 30 minutes or in half an hour both mean the same thing?
This is it. Yep, you're still losing. Yep.
Yep. Oh! The legendary Renfield has returned! Oh my goodness! Oh! Oh! Renfield! What a legend! What a legend! I am streaming this on my YouTube, by the way. You can listen in to our commentary. Oh, what a legend! Renfield, if you see this... yeah, exactly. Fang blocked. Oh, we're still doing this. Yeah, block the fangs, mesmerize, punch. Good play. Oh, what a legend. anyone doesn't know, I mean, maybe a lot of people who don't know who Renfield is. Renfield is not the name on Discord. I'm gonna get the name wrong now in Discord. But a player who joined after the first league and actually took part in the European League, and then kind of went sort of silent for a bit and told me that wasn't really interested in playing tournaments anymore. And I said that's absolutely fine. They're not compulsory. But really good to see him jumping back in. That's awesome.
Who is he in Discord?
I think it's I don't want to get the pronunciation wrong. Is it like Chaboa? They're definitely in the server. They're definitely in the server.
Yeah, no, I remember Renfield. I remember playing him in the. Did I play the European tournament? No, I didn't. So I
you did. No,
you
did. You did.
All right. So I did. So I did play him. Yeah, I know him well. Yeah, it's like it happened yesterday. Do you know what I want to come back though? You know the name I'm going to say. Do you know who I'd love to see jump in and watch a game? Come on, you know who it's going to be. There you go. That's the one.
Yeah.
Where is this man?
The legendary Bugsby. Yeah.
That was the ultimate Discord mic drop.
Well, I hope Bugsby's doing well. Sorry, we just completely ignored that callback, so we're just being nostalgic, but that's nice. Yeah, maybe there's a holy bullets or something. Because that pistol didn't work. No. Yeah, the bullets got reshuffled. Yeah, Pizza Wizard knows Bugsby. Yeah, exactly. You were rivals in Group C in the original league, and then in the final. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just turned up.
He was
never been in Discord before. Played the tournament, then did one like voice call game with me, but we didn't even record it. We didn't record that one, and then just disappeared.
Yeah.
Insane.
He rode off into the sunset like Pale Rider. That was it. I'll see you later, boys, and just away he went.
Well, I hope he's well. I hope nothing bad's happened or anything. But
oh no, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's living a great life. Let's not be pessimistic about this.
Well, no, I'll be optimistic. But I mean,
he's just gone. You know what? I just love that. He's just gone. Right, I'll jump in. Okay, I'll see you later. I wonder if he's in any other. He does that with other tournaments. He just like goes round and just sort of jumps into, I don't know other tournaments, but other ones that are going on. That'd be quite interesting. Jonathan Harker, right? Make yourself useful. Nope.
Ooh, try. Oh, he's got a second one.
Come on, make yourself useful.
Oh, Hamburg. You rule out Germany. Well played. He's ruled out Germany, so it has to be Edinburgh, Plymouth, Le Havre, or Spain. Iberia, sorry. Of course there are Dracula events on top. I'm a bit worried about this Reckless. Van Helsing didn't stake it. That makes me really worried he didn't get a stake.
And now I think Aerol's going to, now, if he hasn't got, he's going for the fight.
Oh.
So all the Vam's got to do is avoid defeat, obviously. Keep that dragon out, fight him at night. Kudama's not moving over, and I think what he's going to try and do is get Mina and Stu to kind of kill Drac before this matures. So there's 2 mini games on the go, 2 side bets on the go here.
Unless there's a bullets, and you can kill that, and then if the other one is a vampire and it matures, maybe doesn't care. Strength, good strength. Plays pistol, yeah, of course you do, because you want to try and kill it first round. But the thing is, Mistergreen now knows he's got holy bullets because you're playing this way.
Yeah.
Or you'd be like Snuff, and you bluff the Dracula player into thinking that you've got holy bullets, but you actually have heavenly host.
Nice.
We'll find out. He doesn't have forces though. Plotting. Oh.
Nice. Come on.
God, brutal plotting.
Right, Van Helsing.
That's brutal. The thing is, if Van Helsing dies here and this thing matures, that's GG. He's got to be really careful here. I think...
Yeah, that was good. I was thinking when he did that, either... The thing is, he can't escape because he's obviously wanted to try and kill him through the day. So he would have either played Punch to avoid a Mesmerize, which I thought he would have got, or a Plotting.
Yeah.
And the dodge, alright, fair enough, he's trying to save health, but now he's going to get 2 free damage. He's got a pistol. You
I
select a
guess.
strength from your card.
Yeah, I guess you, as Van Helsing, you play Escape in order to absorb the strength, and then you play Pistol 4th round. But what if Dracula has drawn an Escape card? Then he can escape. In hindsight, it was wrong to use the Heroic Leap on the Reckless vampire. What they should have done was stake the Reckless in Swansea, move Van Helsing in to gang up on the I see it tomorrow, says Mistergreen.
Right.
I'm just toying with him now. Yeah, they should have ganged up on the new vampire, because with Holy Bullets, that's very easy to kill then. Stake the Reckless, and then you use a Heroic Leap for this one.
Yeah.
That was probably the way you have to do it. But then again, that's very easy to say in hindsight. What if Dracula had fanged round 1, plays pistol, kills it, doesn't matter.
I'm not sure about Reckless leaving at this stage. He knows what Van Helsing's got. He's got the plotting there to do another 2 damage. He could have got him down to 1 health and then escaped.
Right.
Unless he thinks Van Helsing's holding on to a heavily hosed. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, Night Fight's obviously better, but...
Dracula has wolf form, by the way. He didn't wolf form with that landing. Which I'm kind of surprised, because I mean, he could have been in a lot more places in Germania. But the surprising returns were used very well to rule out an entire region like that.
Right. So hang on, let me. Oh yes, yeah, that's right.
So,
well, so if he's got English Channel, say he landed in Le Havre, where Mina and Seward they were already down in Iberia, weren't they?
They were in Bordeaux, I think, at that time.
Bordeaux, right? Okay, yeah. So
they'd vacated Le Havre. Yeah.
And they weren't on the city together, were they? Because did they not? Mina was in Bordeaux first, and then did Seward join her? Yeah, I think he did, didn't
he? Yeah, or the other way around. And the thing is, they didn't psychic scan.
It wasn't a scan, no, exactly.
They didn't scan Gallia because as soon as they checked Germania was empty, they went into Iberia. So there was no scan of Gallia.
So you could have risked doing a Le Havre and now get to 9 and now start going across that way.
The problem is, like, CG would be really good here, but where do you CG? Because you got four locations: Edinburgh, Plymouth, Le Havre, and Lisbon. But because they're so spread out, and if you pick the wrong one last, you basically waste your entire CG. If you get it right, you put Dracula in a huge spot of bother.
I don't like this delay. It's almost like Aerol's counting those areas.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, you're right. It may have been that you got away with the first one, and then obviously the following night they draw CG.
Possibly. That can easily happen.
God's sake.
Fangs is hypothesizing maybe the...
Yeah.
That's right. Good. I mean, good for Dracula, but grim for the hunters.
That's been desperately looking for CG.
So that's funny. Even though I said I'm rooting for Dracula, I'm wincing at Dracula events. So clearly, I want hunters to win.
Yes.
Hypothesizing handful of escapes, possibly, but surely the plotting you would have used to get a strength. Maybe not. Maybe he had a really crap hand of cards. It's very possible. Maybe he had double claws and all the escapes, and you don't want to play claws into an obvious pistol.
Second Drac card, come on.
Pistol. Oh! Wow.
Just give it all just give it all to Drac. There you go. What's Mistergreen? Yeah, here he comes.
Yeah, really?
Really? Well, yeah. I mean,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11. There are 2 there, but I say 11, so there's only 11, 20, 14 out of 33. Yeah, the odds aren't that great.
No. Nope.
Yeah, if you were going to CG, you would do Lisbon last because you got the 2 hunters closest by there.
Yes.
If you have enough swiftness, you just play it now. Yeah. just play Unearthly Swiftness now if you have it, because then you guarantee the 7 points
Yeah.
for this mature. Don't faff around with the 4th week.
Yeah, exactly. Just if you got it, get it burnt.
When
Oh,
it rains, it pours. Yeah. Poor Aerol. If the league had finished after 2 phases, he'd be in such a strong position. There's still time to come back. He's got 2 more games after this against Randiv, and he hasn't lost this one yet. So let's not count him out yet. Yeah,
Well, it's like you said before in the tournament, you want to make sure, what do you want? Do you want to have a strong, because every tournament, regardless what you're doing, you will plateau at some point. That's just how it goes. So you want to make sure, do you want to have a strong start or do you want to have a strong finish? As long as you're not that far away that you can't win it at the end, kind of keep yourself where you have to be, and then that'll drop down. So we still just need to make top 12. Okay.
He had a planned ambush at this time. That's true. Yeah. The only objective, quote unquote, if you want to think of it that way, a cheating, says Mistergreen. Love it. But if he's only got holy bullets, if he plays, unless he has a heavenly host that we don't know about.
He may well have, yeah. Hence a planned ambush.
If he dodges, then you know he doesn't. Oh, he has.
Yeah, there you go.
He had a heavenly host. So he didn't want to play it. Makes sense. He doesn't want to play that. Yeah.
That's good though. That weekend CG. I know we keep talking about CG and not being worried about it, and all we're talking about is CG. But that weekend CG with the one heavily host gone anyway.
Right.
He's still got to deal with Galway.
He does.
So what would be nice is Drac layers Dublin, and you've got bats in Galway.
Oh, he didn't go Iberia. Wow.
He did do the Le Havre right behind him, hiding in your shadows.
I assume, unless there's a hide in Edinburgh, and he's now going to wolf form past Godalming, so he's then safe.
Jeez. That's risky now.
It's even more risky now because of the Dracula's taking a little bit more damage.
Yeah.
It's almost the final week. See, I got the musical reference. There you go.
Good. Good.
I don't just know the melody. It's called The Final Countdown, and it's by Europe. There you go.
Go on, yes. See, that's with my diary. That's going to make that a memento day. Where is it?
Could be in Plymouth.
Yeah, so
Plymouth is possible, or he could be sitting in Paris now. Brussels.
Yeah, Brussels. I'll be trying to get out. I'll be trying to get back into Germany.
But yeah, I mean, everyone's gonna have their own objectives, obviously, but the only objective in terms of qualification is finishing the top 12. And Aerol's in top 12 right now.
And Mistergreen.
Oh, very much so.
Is he? Well, what position is Mistergreen at?
Mistergreen is, I think, maybe now because he's played so many games. I think he's 5th right now, but if he wins this, he'll go into 4th.
Oh right. Oh well.
Yeah. He is well and truly in top 12. Yes, the fact he won 2 games in this phase meant he was guaranteed to qualify.
Right, Lair Dublin, yes, he has. I'd be tempted to feed now, although, well, would I? No, probably not. Let's get moving. Get those influence points up next.
It can't be Edinburgh because he would have to move into Godalming or Wolf past him. So it could be Plymouth and he's now in London. He hid in Plymouth and now he's in London, or he's now something like Strasbourg. No, he can't be there. Oh, poor Aerol. He can't be there unless he wants to extra weathers across North Sea. That's fine. Oh, tunnel visioning. It's a killer, that one. Oh, imagine if he's in London now. Oh, he has false tip. May as well use it. Yeah. That rail. Oh, boom.
Tomato. I mean, that trail, Vanessa's going to have to jump on this with 4 health.
What?
Why are you playing that again?
He's activating it twice. What the fuck's happening? Why do you activate 2 good lucks? Oh well.
Just to be extra lucky.
I guess so. I was going to make a really sick
One in Van
joke there.
Helsing. Come on. Be bats and throw him back into layers with a new vampire and kill him.
That'd be rough.
Oh, nothing. All right, okay, well, night fight. He knows he's got a stake, fair enough.
Yeah.
What's she holding on to? Is that? I can't see on the screen. The hypnosis.
Good job that false tip went away.
Yeah, he could have held on. That would be a nice one.
Oh man, if only he'd psychic scan Galway before leaving. He would have saved all this movement. Huh? What do you mean waiting for Mistergreen? Oh, he got custom search as well? Oh my days.
Didn't notice the English channel fell off. Oh, right, okay.
Oh.
Well, yeah, tunnel vision again, as he said.
That's unfortunate. Because he went English channel,
Groundhog Day.
Swansea, Feed, Hyde, Irish Sea, Dublin, go. Yeah, he was off the trail way before then.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
More night supplies? Is this more cards
I think you have to. I think you need to be night supplying in this sort of situation. You need anything. Okay, he stopped the vamps.
Oh, well. Could be more.
Oh, and now he has hypnosis with Mina.
Yeah.
When did she get that? Did she night supply that?
No, I noticed that a couple of days ago. I was looking to see what before she moved to charter carriage. She had hypnosis on her show.
Oh, I could have just used that to tell you where he was. You didn't have to move. You could just spend 1 day using it, and then off you go. You're completely certain. Oh,
yeah, I think the not psychic bonding in Galia was obviously wrecked it.
Yeah.
The 2 Jonathan Harkers was good again to rule out Germania. That's fine, but then he jumped straight into Iberia, and then again bold move by Drac to go to, let's say if it was Le Havre, and now done he could have gone Brussels 16, or he's gone to the UK again, knowing that Van Helsing will get damaged. The Godalming, Godalming's still kicking about with.
Yeah, but Godalming went up to Edinburgh for no reason. He had to backtrack to London yesterday. He could now be in Swansea. Is Swansea a lair? Swansea's not a lair. He could be in Swansea right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a bit too. He could. Well, I suppose he could feed. He can even feed now if he wanted to. Not that IDS is going to be as important as it would be in other tournaments, but you never know. I think the position of it would be further down the table. IDS would be important. Oh, he didn't go there.
He's played it safe.
Oh, unless he's in Manchester. Unless he's in Manchester now.
Oh, well, we'll see if he's gone.
Because Godalming was in Edinburgh, right? So maybe he moved into Manchester. Thinking, because Godalming's going to jump past me again, and CG doesn't kill him. Oh, Strider's in the chat. Hello, Strider. Welcome, welcome. Huh?
No, I would have stopped. I would have stopped on 9 or 16.
Oh yeah, real shame to use Charlie Carriage just to get to 9 though. Just use a normal ticket, I suppose. Oh, he did go France. He played it completely safe. Well, it actually wasn't that safe because the 2 of them were in Bordeaux, for God's sake.
I mean, yeah, that was risky. He was hoping. Yeah, I mean, if they did that psychic bond, but fortunately.
Where's he now? He could be in Nuremberg. He could be in Geneva. Yeah, you are on the wrong account, Strider, but that's fine. He could be in Zurich now. Geneva probably, because it's not on a good rail connection to get from where they were before.
Oh, Drac card. Nice. And of course, the Hunters have used all the chartered carriage now, so even their rails isn't going to be the best. Another track card, thank you. Aerol's just going to a tailspin now, I think.
Yeah. The thing is, the odds are against him. The odds are
still pretty bad, mate.
Yeah, I mean, you'd expect to get more than half.
Well, he did a couple of night supplies and got cards for him. So he's had the bear in mind he had the Mystic Research when he got the cards there. So
no, I think that's been I think 4 Drac cards and maybe 2 Hunter cards out of 6 supplies. So it's a bit unlucky, but still.
Mm.
Oh my god! Oh, there are 16 people watching. Goodness sake! Hello, people. This is
Come
the
on,
most
Scott God. I mean, I can't see who's in the stream. Come on, you got to go through, give a shout out. Who's all in this? Who's all in the night watching this?
I've been announcing them like as they've been coming in. Strider's the latest to write in the chat. Why aren't you in bed? Because it's a Friday night, mate, and I can do whatever the fuck I want. Hello, everybody. Feel free to say hi. If you want to lurk too, that's also fine.
Hello, everyone. 16. Is that the most you've had in a stream?
I think that's the most I've had, like, sort of concurrent viewers. Yes, I'd say so.
Well, well, now.
Pretty crazy stuff. Friday night, everyone wants some Fury of Dracula in their life. You're about to see some Fury of Dracula right now. I assume he's maybe gone to Toulouse to stay off the rail line. He can even feed if he wants. He's got so much space and time.
I love this bit when it gets to a stage in the game where the hunters are just clutching at straws and you're Drac and you're like, oh yes. Yes. Because usually it's like, yep, we'll just play Renewed Vigor and then my Speedy Telegraph and then my Forewarned and then da-da. It's like, nope, this is what you get. Sensationalist all the shit cards. All the shit cards you return.
Oh, as soon as he gets scouts. Oh. Wow, the only scouts.
First scouts of the game. Wow.
That's brutal. There we go. You can't cancel that one. Cologne and Munich.
Okay, well, it should have gone south. That's fine.
Evil Presence. Oh, I didn't think he'd be as close. Oh, that's actually. Ooh.
Hang on.
Whoops. Oh no.
So yeah, Mistergreen. What you
have Brussels? What's he done? He's not in Cologne.
He's gone 51. He's gone.
Has he wolfed back to
24,
Paris?
He's back in Paris. Yeah.
Maybe.
He didn't go to Paris. Oh yeah, Wolfo. Yeah.
What's he done? But the problem is, even if he's in Paris now, he can move to. Oh, Nant's actually not safe. Clermont-Ferrand would be safe because you need a sense of emergency. He says too late. Yeah, there's no movement. There's absolutely no movement.
Summon storms.
If I was Dracula, I probably would have paid feed here because if this is a vampire and it matures, you don't get the healing first. He could. Well, now he's adjacent to Mina, so maybe you don't want to do that.
Well, you don't mind seeing Ravi getting played when there's only 200. Well, you say that. I don't know if they can get to him.
Cologne got checked, so it can't be Cologne. So yeah, Strasbourg, Frankfurt, Nuremberg, and there's only 2 after. So maybe he went Strasbourg and then Zurich or Frankfurt and then Wolfhorn back to Paris. Rossco's the star of Scott Sword's channel. You know it. You know it.
Who do I need to pay for saying that?
Strider.
All right.
That will pain you to say. I thought that's important. Okay. Or maybe it could have been there, I suppose. Oh wow, this game took a dramatic turn. Oh yeah, the lack of movement. Those horses were a killer.
I think that's it. Yeah, the double equine murder was the problem. Nope.
Good try.
And it was just like a fart in a hurricane, just trying to find anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then I tell you what, as well, just to rub salt in the wound. Yeah, I did go to Gay Paris. Sacre bleu. But then you know what? Mistergreen made that fortune. Like I said, we were talking before. He did the one move to Dublin at the risk of let's hope he hasn't got CG, and he managed to turn it around then because it was Hunter's game up until that point.
Yeah, it was. Despite the lack of the hoax mature, but in the end, it was only what was the hoax mature? What was the thing he got out of that? Oh, hidden schemes.
Schemes.
It could have been a lot worse, to be honest. And a 3-point mature, we're thinking, well, and he had to go to the trail got dealt with really fast. So
Yeah.
I'm just laughing because a rook is quoting back the double equine murder was the problem. We should really like accumulate like classic Rossco quotes and show them in the live stream reel.
Yeah, that'd be handy because I don't remember half the stuff I see either, so it'd be quite useful. I'll be reading it back going, who said that?
You.
Yeah,
Double equine murder. I think I'm going to write that down. That's awesome.
Yeah, you can have that.
I'll put it in the live stream reel so it's...
Oh,
what surprise. Like I say, a dirt nap, so it's possibly going to be desecrated soil, and then he's going to move to win. Yeah, it was. Why did you lose horses? Lucky find.
Yeah, ironically.
I know, right? Yeah, in the end, Mistergreen made the right move, but if he still has no CG, that's unbelievable. No 12 cards left.
12 left, yeah.
And
I'll tell you what, this could be the only game I've seen in a tournament where Dracula actually effectively used custom search, false tip, sensationalist press.
Yeah.
Oh no, false tip was blocked by good luck. Yeah, but then he had custom search. Darkness returns.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, good night. God bless. See you again.
What was the thing in? Oh, it was desecrated soil.
Desecrated soil, yeah.
So he's up to 30 health, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Well.
Aggie didn't even get a chance to get her habit wet.
No. See? Not top tier. Rufus would have been amazing. She's only good if you get onto Dracula.
You know what? Arguably, and I hate to say this, Harker was almost the top ally in this one because he did the checks and ruled out your baby.
I mean, you know what? You're not wrong.
Oh my god, he's been the
not
most
wrong.
effective ally. Oh my god, that's it. The game's gone to hell.
It was a really good use of surprising return. Very good use of surprising return to rule that out.
Yeah. And then, it's the same because, like you said, his own mission, he gets tunnel visioned. But he does the 2 check. Oh, there's a fast horse. I'm discarding it. All right, okay. Oh my god, it's a triple equine murder.
Well, they got reset, so maybe she just drew another one. I don't know. That was one of the
ones
that got ditched. Still,
they're resurrecting.
Yeah, because Godalming is still sitting there in the UK with the horse.
Yeah, he's just had enough. He's just sitting in a meadow, enjoying some sandwiches, patting his horse. The guys will get this. If anyone knows Father Ted, if you get that, my special pony, they'll be singing that. Bless.
Oh yeah. Rook's even pointing out, by the way, that Harker was the most effective, but not for his actual ally ability, but just for search.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah, you're right. So he can't do his normal job. He has to get drafted in. And I think there's one of the other videos I was talking about where I went on a rant about him just like being a shit husband to Mina or something, and then he had to go away and stay with Dracula to Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I just hate Jonathan. Get him out.
Mm-hmm. Slowpoke himself. Yeah, I mean,
God.
It's crazy. If it's one of these games, if I hadn't watched this and I just was inputting all the results, in the morning, and I saw that, I'd be like, oh bloody hell, that was a really one-sided victory. And in the end, it was. But really, that doesn't retell the story of the game. The Hunters were in a decent position. Sure, clearly there were 2 horses at the bottom of the deck, which immediately causes problems. But still, like, they had very minimal trail to deal with once the new vampire got matured. The layered location in Sofia probably would never get back to unless there was a crazy movement and stuff. So, was in quite a good position. I'm glad
I watched this game to the end.
Yeah. I don't know. When would you have quit? Probably when he landed on an island. Oh, there'll be CG. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, Dublin. That's it. Oh, fuck this CG. Here we go.
So it's a case of even if you do have like a short trail to deal with and stuff. I mean, items, if the items are not cooperating with you, and if you're not getting scouts and stuff, yeah, that kind of sucks. But at the same time, Aerol did have good movement cards, had the forewarns, had excellent weather, had renewed vigor. But it's a case of then going, okay, I don't have movement, so I got to just hang back, get those supplied out, and then ready to go. I mean, I understand why he used Lucky Find, because you have to try to kill that double vamp, but if you know that there are 2 horses stuck in the deck, would you not want to try to supply them out first? I don't know. I don't know if that's... I mean, in hindsight, probably yes, but at the same time, I understand you're under pressure to quickly deal with that. That vampire, those 2 vampires.
That was a shame. Yeah, you picked the wrong one to hit with the vampires, unfortunately. But and then, as you said there, he kind of just got round a Groundhog Day kind of thing, sort of. And it's easy to do. You get that in the game, you're short, and then you just all of a sudden you think Drax in one place, you check it, and he's not, and you're like, hang on, I'm completely flying blind now. However, he had hypnosis, and so the options were still there for him to have found where he was. If he'd put me, I mean, we all say if, it's all very well after the effect, but if he had it, because again, he didn't reveal hypnosis until obviously the Charter Carriage was used, then he burnt it and showed hypnosis. But he could have then thought, right, I'll just team up with Seward and Santander, or even in Bordeaux, do a psychic bond, you would have found them. Or if you don't, do a hypnosis next turn, and then it would have made life a lot easier. Van Helsing could have left the sea, Godalming could have left, and it'd be a different story. But yeah, it's a Dracula win, so great. I'm happy about that.
And I'm happy because I'm getting medium buckholds, whereas Snuff and Peter Wizard I think is the same, because I think Peter Wizard played against Aerol. Maybe I'm wrong with that. But I know Snuff definitely did, but didn't play against Mistergreen, so I benefit from that. I mean, Aerol's also said, I don't know if you've seen it in the chat, I think you left, but Aerol's also saying, I could have just stayed in Le Havre and used hypnosis. So like he realizes his error, or even a psychic scan in Bordeaux would have worked, not as well, because then you're still ruling out. But with the 2 surprise returns, ruling out Gallia, you're in quite a good position. I would probably prefer in that situation, if you've got no horses, stay as far north as possible, because if you if you then rule out Gallia, then you've got the charter carriages to get into Iberia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's by the time you got down there, then charter carriage to come back up again. Just a couple of moves on the hunter's side that sometimes you just got to get up, walk away from the desk, cover, breathe, come back, look at it with fresh eyes, because you can just get drawn into it.
So I'm just messaging Mr. Green because he was just saying he feels a little bit bad getting 3 extra hit points because of like endgame tilting a little bit. By just saying it's also a tournament. If the hunters allow you like extra turns, you can take advantage and feed if you want. It's I would do the same. I've kind of often I would just night supply towards the end and go, oh, let's just see what I would have got if I night supplied. But ultimately, if it's a tournament, maybe you don't want to do that because you might end up giving IDS to your opponent. But yeah, it's Karopi. It was a good game. A Rook came back in at the end there, so it's good. You saw the finale, Rook. You're most welcome. I mean, I definitely enjoyed commentating it. Hopefully you all enjoyed us two going on, rambling on about nostalgia, and also some bits about the game. There is one game tomorrow. I promise now, off the top of my head, I can't remember what time it is. I think it's an afternoon game. I think it's at 1 PM UTC. 2 PM your time, Rossco, 3 PM mine, and that would be 9 AM Eastern. I think it's between Lanchnet and Ondrazar. I can't remember who's playing as Hunter, who's playing as Drac now. I think that's the only game tomorrow. There might be other games, but they're not in the spreadsheet. But there is that one game. So if I'm not away over lunchtime tomorrow, I might try and record it.
Okay, yeah, I'm working tomorrow. I'm up at 6. I'll be working. I don't think I'll be back in that time, but that's all right. That's all right. The sacrifices for Fury, that's fine. Look, I shall chat. It's been fantastic chatting to you via the medium of Scott's Rod, checking the YouTube chat. Scotland, always a pleasure. That was a good game. Dracula wins. Everyone's happy. All the best. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. Take care, guys.
Cheers, Rossco. Always a great time speaking to Rossco. Yeah, thank you to everybody. I'll try and remember. Strider was here. Rook was in the chat. Snuff was in the chat. Geordie was in the chat. Who else was here? Pizza Wizard was in the chat, of course. Who else? Let me quickly scroll. Fangs of Fire was in the chat, of course. Anybody else that I forgot? Met King was here at the very, very beginning. Maybe didn't stick around, or maybe just been listening. That's fine. Either way. You're allowed to lurk. Obviously, there are also a lot of people lurking, but that's fine. I've got no problem with lurking. If you don't want to comment, that's fine. I hope if Renfield is here, I hope you're well, Renfield. Good to see you. I think that was all. So yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. We had 16 viewers all at once, which is amazing. So thank you very much for that. And yeah, I'm going to head off to bed because it's 1 AM my time. And I want to try and have a productive Saturday because I've got a lot of things I need to try and get done. But yeah, there might be a game over sort of like my lunchtime tomorrow, which I will try to record if I can. You're most welcome, Geordie. You're most welcome. Thank you for tuning in. There might be other games tomorrow. Keep an eye on the Discord. Just, you know, weekend games might suddenly pop up when people suddenly realize they're free. There'll be announcements in the Discord, and yeah, it'll probably be on Sunday now because there's only this game, and then I think if there's only one game tomorrow, we won't reach the 50% threshold of all games played. But as soon as we hit the 50%, or as soon as possible after we've hit the 50%, I will I can very quickly put up an updated table. Bangs is saying, you know, Equine Murder would be a nice custom card for a Drac event. Oh, that'd be neat. Yeah, Equine Murder, just snipe a horse. How would that work? Do you pick the hunter and they've got horses, they discard it? Or can you ask the hunters who has horses and they have to put up their hands and then you pick one to snipe? That's kind of cool. I'm sure somebody can maybe mod that for like tabletop or something. Interesting. And you can also like house rule it in here, right? If you pull a card, you can use it, and then that horse is redundant in the hunter's hand until they can use it again, or until it gets reshuffled or something. Anyway, I'm gonna head off, folks, because 1 AM. But thank you all of you for watching. It's been amazing. Thanks for all the comments in chat. Thank you for yeah, all the comments. Thank you for everybody who's just watching and not commenting. That's absolutely fine. And I will see you all in the next video, whenever that is. It won't be my game, because I've played 3 of my games already, and my next game will not be until Friday. So if there is any activity on the channel, it will be purely live streams. But we'll see. I've got quite a lot of stuff to do this weekend, but I'll hopefully be able to fit some Fear of Dracula. Always be good fun. Check out the links in the description for the playlist with all the games, and also the links of all the other people who are recording games. Go over their channels, give them a subscribe, show them some love. They're doing some amazing work, either commentating or streaming, or both. And I'll see you in another video very soon, guys. Take care. If I don't see you, have an amazing weekend, and enjoy the rest of your Friday too, of course. With me, it's already Saturday, so I'm off to bed. Bye-bye, folks. See you soon.